What's up, bed crimers? T here with a little bed crime bite. When talking about alleged serialist Rex Heuermann, everyone seems to be assuming that he took the victims down to Gilgo Beach with his first-generation Chevy Avalanche Truck. But what if he used a different method, a method that would have gotten him down to that beach quicker and with less opportunity to be spotted by witnesses? Nikki Brass, the blonde woman who claims that she went on a date with Rex Heuermann back in 2015, told Lauren Matthias of Hidden True Crimes that Rex Heuermann seemed to delight in talking about the Gilgo Beach crime. She also said that he mentioned something to her during the date that she hadn't heard in the news, and she told Lauren that she didn't feel comfortable sharing it with her during her interview. Nikki indicated whatever Heuermann said to her was something that she's never heard in the news, and also that it was about how a person who might have committed the crime could have gotten down to Gilgo Beach undetected and with the victims, so that no one saw him go down there and no one saw him dump the bodies. Because Nikki hadn't yet spoken to the authorities, she did not want to mention it on the show. Well, I think I know what she was referring to. If Rex Heuermann is indeed the serialist, then it is possible that he could have traveled from a boat ramp near his Massapequa Park home virtually undetected and in mere minutes down to the marshy area where investigators found the 4 Gilgo Beach victims. How, you might ask, could he have done this? He could have done it if he took a flat-bottomed vessel that he had access to. Paul Morrow, a lawyer and former NYPD inspector, told Fox News, quote, "There's a chance that this was an option that he would have seen at the time as something that would be viable for him if, in fact, he was looking to dispose of a body," end quote. Prosecutors have declined to comment on whether they believe the victims were driven to the area over the bridge to Ocean Parkway, but the bay side of the beach is almost directly south of a boat ramp close to Rex Heuermann's home. Morrow said this to Fox News. The question becomes, is it not less ostentatious to approach from the water side as opposed to parking an SUV, this famous Avalanche that the accused had on the road whenever he did it, middle of the night or otherwise, haul a dead body into the woods and then bury that body, which is always going to take some time on the cover of darkness. Apparently, Heuermann was an avid duck hunter, and he shared a duck boat with a friend. Public records show he had a hunting license as recently as 2012. Also, police have said they found 279 weapons in that walk-in vault in his basement. It turns out a channel cutting across South Oyster Bay from Amityville runs straight to the backside of Gilgo Beach, where there's a sandy bank less than 50 yards from where the police found one of the Gilgo Four victims in December of 2010. Those 4 victims were found in the brush between 2 small coves north of Ocean Parkway, which are named Hemlock and Coast Guard. According to Morrow, it's a theory. He said, quote, "The ground was different likely back then, but who knows, it may have been more advantageous, end quote. Morrow thinks it's something that the police have likely looked into. Photos from early 2011 show a Suffolk County dive team searching Hemlock Cove. So Fox News Digital decided to make the journey by boat, and it took them about 5 minutes to get from the north end of South Oyster Bay to the south, and 5 to 10 minutes in no-wake zones on either end. The fastest way to drive there down Wantagh Parkway and over the bridge would take about 25 minutes as well, while passing through the Jones Beach area and in the eastbound lane on the south side of Ocean Parkway. This would have required the suspect to make a U-turn after Gilgo Beach, turn around, and park on the side of a highway with no shoulder, with a dead body in his truck. That sounds very dangerous, and it sounds like you're likely to get caught doing that. Rex Heuermann lived in this area, in that same house, his entire life. This was his playground. I bet he knew every inch of that area. Paul Morrow supports this theory by telling Fox News this: if I'm putting myself in the mindset of somebody who's looking to dispose of a body, I have a boat. I know these waters. I mean, let's be frank. We could bury a body out here right now and nobody would know. And it's the middle of the day. We know that the bodies of the Gilgo Four were wrapped in a camouflage burlap that is consistent with a type used in duck blinds and was obviously intended to conceal those bodies. Suffolk County Police have said that the 4 bodies were all recovered within 22 and 33 feet of the road. However, Ocean Parkway has no shoulder. This would make a vehicle pulled over very conspicuous, and that parkway is also patrolled by state police. A local duck hunter and guide named Anthony Babbage said that a small flat-bottomed boat could be the perfect way to approach from behind, and that camouflaged burlap is, quote, the best option for hunters on the water there. Babbage told Fox News Digital, quote, you pull right up and you're good. No one's gonna see you, especially at night, and if you're familiar with it. Apparently, Heuermann's father took him down to that water to go duck hunting. This Babbage person also said a small duck boat could travel even quicker without having to stick to the channels, which cut through extremely shallow sections of the bay. Babbage also said this, quote, you can walk through the grass no problem, but where those bodies were, if you go a little bit south of it to the mosquito ditches that are in the mud, it's so thick in there, it sucks you down like quicksand. So whoever dumped the bodies in that marshy grass area knew the area well and knew to avoid these mosquito ditches. Sounds like a local boy to me. Until the next time on Bed Crime Stories, now smash that like button and subscribe to my channel.